Damn, it's windy. Okay, when you fell in love, remember your relationship feeling like a series of magical moments, each one getting your heart pounding with nervous excitement. It would set your spirit soaring and your stomach doing flip-flops just at the thought of seeing him or her. You felt alive and wanted to share every waking moment with your lover, right? Remember those moments of being joined at the hip, then suddenly a terrible thing happened called the power struggle stage. This usually happens in every relationship during the time period of 2 months and 2 years. At this point, either of the partners may attempt to get your needs met by trying to change your partner to be more like you want them to be instead of how you first met them. Sometimes you'll try to even punish them for not being who you thought they were. And before you know it, they will begin to do the same back to you. After a while of this power struggle, even the smallest disagreements get blown out of proportion, leaving you feeling alone, abandoned, and totally disconnected from the one person you love the most. I know this sounds like I am giving advice on people's love life, but actually I'm here to explain Janie's journey on power struggle. In the novel The Eyes Are Watching God, Janie confronts the horrible stage of power struggle with all three of her relationships. In the beginning, she is with Logan, a wealthy man she has no feelings for. All the man wants her to do is work for him. He wants her to obey his every order at an instant. Obviously, Janie was not going to withstand this hardship, so she ran away and went with this man named Jody. At first, everything was going great with his new love. They were growing and becoming great until Jody became power hungry. He would start giving Janie commands and he didn't spend as much time with her anymore. Janie began bottling up her feelings and the love slowly began to fade. Jody eventually died, and by this time, Janie did not really care about him anymore. She finally met T-Cake and moved to a different location. There, Janie romance flourished. They rarely had any adversities. In one occasion, T-Cake reminded Janie he was the dominant one in the relationship, but other than that, it was an ideal relationship. They were together literally until death separated them. When you compare both of us, Janie and my personal life have juxtaposing journeys. We both went through the power struggle hardship. Now, I'm not going to talk about my past relationships with women because that's a whole different story. But I would say my parents did go through the power struggle stage and maybe even more. Ever since I was born, my dad has always protected me and has tried to be the best father possible. My parents occasionally would have small arguments, but then eventually slowly began deteriorating and becoming worse. To try to relieve the stress, my dad began to drink alcohol. He would eventually become an alcoholic and drink every day. He would sometimes come home drunk and become violent. He has never hit me, but he has hit my mother. My mom finally got tired of the same thing every night, so she called the police one night. My father got arrested and was deported back to Mexico when I was 10 years old. I would say this is my power struggle. I haven't seen him since then, and I'll admit I do miss him because he was a great dad when he didn't drink. If it wasn't for his bad decisions, we would still be together, but unfortunately it isn't like that. Right now, all I can do is push through the hardship and use this as motivation to become someone great in life and hopefully one day see my father again.